What is printing, people, and welcome back to Custom 3D. Now today is going to be a great and wonderful day. I am heading up to a school up in Providence and I am donating a 3D printer to an elementary school. This is going to be an amazing experience, going to be really fun. I'm going to be doing a presentation teaching them about 3D printing, the basics. I'm just going to talk about FDM because there are a bunch of different types, but I feel like that'd be a little overwhelming for these fourth graders. So stay tuned, guys. Right now I have the FlashForge Finder outside of the box. So I kept the box, which is right there, and I'm gonna put the printer back in the box so it's safe and it doesn't get broken while I'm transporting it in my car to Providence. So thanks, guys. I'm gonna put this printer in that box, load it in my car, and head up to Providence, and I'm gonna meet you guys there. So thanks, stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, so we are at the school, and right now the kids are not in the room, they're at gym. And this is the teacher, Mrs. Almagno, right?
Hi.
Yes. So I know her through a golf course that I work on and off at. And there's a printer up spinning in the front of the room underneath the sheet. So it's going to be a fun, interactive experience for the kids. And the printer is going to be here forever for them to use. And it's going to be great. So I'm going to be filming in the back the whole presentation, and I'll get highlights from it and put that in the video as well. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you after the presentation. What do you think it is?
3D printer?
Bingo. So you guys ready to see what it is?
Yes. A 3D.
Actually, so I think that's a good transition. So basically, yes. So this right here is the basically virtual version of this printer, right? And you're probably wondering, well, what if I want to print this fish, right? So you can go onto here and you click load, and you can, there's the fish file right there. We open that, and there's the fish on the virtual build plate. So just so you guys know, I'm going to be referencing these parts. This is called a build plate, right?
Why do you think it's called a build plate? Okay, so that's where it's going to actually build it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then this is called the extruder, right? This top part where you feed the plastic into. And then the part that gets very hot and you should never ever touch, because if you do it will hurt a lot, is the nozzle. This is actually a good educational moment. So it heats up to about 220 degrees Celsius. Does anybody know what that is in Fahrenheit? 220 degrees Celsius? Yeah.
Is Fahrenheit like double Celsius?
Close. I mean, not really. But just do you guess a number?
439.
Okay, that's close. That's really close, actually. So, sure, you want to take a stab at it? Yeah, you. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think 220 degrees Celsius is in Fahrenheit? No, so that's but he was almost spot on. It's like 445 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh,
Right? Like, think about that. Think about how hot that is.
Water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So this is hotter than boiling water.
Yep, and that's
Okay.
hot, right?
So keep that in mind. So you never want to touch it when the machine is in use.
So now we're gonna go ahead and print something. All right. So we're gonna do the T-Rex because it's a really quick print. So it still takes over an hour. So I'm probably not gonna be able to stay for the whole thing, but I'll get it set up over here so that it'll be good to go. Or I'll just pause the print and restart it. So using some motors, some electric motors, they're attached to a belt, and that belt is able to move the extruder back and forth. And then, as you guys can see, there's this screw in the middle, right? And that has a motor attached to it as well, and that turns the build plate up and down. Now, I'm probably going to have to level this while it's printing, because the build plate needs to be leveled. But since I've been working with 3D printers for pretty much 6 years now, I can do this. You should, right? Right? So, sorry for this weird transition, but it's actually about a week after I donated the printer, and I unfortunately forgot to film an outro. But yeah, I just wanted to reflect on why I did this and, you know, what the kids can learn from this. 3D printing isn't something that's going to go away anytime soon. Especially in today's manufacturing world, it's just growing and growing and getting better and getting better. And honestly, in my opinion, within the next 20 years, 3D printing will completely replace CNC and injection molding. Look how far we've gotten in the past 10 years in 3D printing. Think about it in the next 20 by 2040, where we'll be at in this industry. And especially in terms of metal. Obviously, the biggest constraint right now is time, and that's why injection molding and price per, and that's why injection molding beats out 3D printing. But once, basically the time, that will vastly reduce the price per. Once the time is reduced, injection molding might be obsolete. And obviously this is all conjecture. I like to think that I know a lot about this stuff, but I am not an expert in it, only from my own research and my own experiences. So if you know more about this, feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to learn more about this. But as somebody that has worked with both industrial and hobbyist level 3D printers, that's just my opinion. I've also worked with an injection molding machine. I've looked at an injection molding machine in person, but I've never worked with one. But I digress. So that is why I donated this printer to the school. And second reason is a lot of people start their own businesses, first of all, because they want to be their own boss. And that's one of the reasons why I started my own business. And unfortunately, a lot of people start their own business for the money. And when you go into a business solely for the money, you're going to fail. To be passionate about what you do, and that's it. You will fail if you go into a business just for the money. And if you don't fail, you're just going to be miserable your whole life. Giving back to the community is one of the best things you can do as a local business owner. My community is so strong and so great here in Southern Rhode Island. This is the least I can do. And I donated it to a school in Providence because unfortunately when it comes to STEM programs, schools like that are vastly, they're not given enough money. So that's why I donated it to them. Luckily our school system down here is great, but a place like that could really use this technology. And I'm not knocking the school system at all. I'm just saying that they need to put their money in other places, which is completely understandable. But what I can do to help, I'm more than happy to do, and that's why I donated this printer, because it's just great to give back. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you want to see me do any other things, suggest it in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below, and check out all the links. I sell these night lights on my website. There will be a link to its litho in the description as well if you want to check out and make your own custom night light on your own 3D printer. Also, for all your filament, and if you want to buy a 3D printer, check out matterhackers.com, which is an affiliate link, which is also in the description below. So thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one.